All right, duelists, one and all, welcome back to another exciting match. Today we have Charlie Mercury bringing to us Stardust, Speedroids, and Masked Heroes. And on the other side, we have our masked host, Wildpro, who is bringing us Evil Heroes, Sacred Beasts, and Yummies. Charlie, since it is the first time you're on the channel, how are you feeling?
You know what? Normally I go into matches like this a little bit apprehensive, just a little bit nervous. But here I'm in my element. I've faced Wildpro before. I have a vague recollection of what he can do. So I don't think I'm going to be too overly surprised with what goes on.
All right, Wild, how do you feel?
All I can say is just I'm pretty excited to be facing Charlie. Maybe I can get my revenge from him beating me in the bi-weeklies.
Right, and just as a reminder, this is a conquest-style duel, meaning both duelists have brought 3 decks, and once a deck has won, it can no longer be played until the match is over. This is for Dueltainer format. If you wish to learn more about this format, Wildpro will have the website in the description below, and it's already showing on the back of his jacket there. Charlie, since you're new here, we're going to give you the coin toss. Would you like heads or tails?
Tails, please.
Heads.
All right, that means Wildpro gets to choose who goes first or second. Duelist, good luck and have fun.
I think I'm gonna take first.
All right, and how many up top?
3. And for me?
5, please.
All right. Oh, get in there. All right. Well, that sucks. All right. I'll just have to end my turn. I got nothing.
Now let's go! On your mark, get set, draw! All right, you know what? You'll work. I'm going to go ahead and summon out Wind Witch Freeze Bell in defense mode. Now that's not all. Since I control a wind monster, I can summon from my hand my Speedroid Taketomborg. So once again, we're not done. I'm going to activate Taketomborg's special ability. You see, by releasing Taketomborg from my side of the field, I'm allowed to replace it with any Speedroid tuner monster I wish from my deck. So let's go ahead and play a little song. I summon out Speedroid Fukimadoshi Piper. All right. Am I up top, Wild?
2.
And 2 it shall be. Now, I'm going to take my 2 monsters and do a synchro summon. I tune. Level 4 Speedroid Fukimadoshi Piper with my level 3 Wind Witch Freeze Bell. Time to lock it and load. I summon my Wind Witch Winter Bell. Now, I activate Winter Bell's special ability. You see, by targeting one Wind Witch monster in my graveyard, such as my Freeze Bell, Freeze Bell is going to do a little bit of burn damage. Winter Bell is going to do a little bit of burn damage, equal to Windwitch Freeze Bell's level times 200. So let's freeze you out for 6.
Ugh.
Oh, and just so you know, thanks to my Windwitch Freeze Bell, my Diamond Bell can no longer be destroyed by battle. But we're still not done yet. We got a battle phase. Enter battle. Winter Bell, attack for 24. Blizzard Bash.
I'm good. Ugh.
Hope I didn't give you the cold shoulder. I'm going to go to my main phase 2 and set 2 cards face down, and end my turn.
Alright, I'll draw. Perfect. I'll start by normal summoning my Chaos Sony Beast. You know what? I'll use the ability by triggering itself. I get to special summon a Sacred Beast from my hand. So say hello to Haman, Lord of Striking Thunder. And that's not all that my Chaos Sony Beast does, because by banishing it from the grave, I'm allowed to add Fallen Paradise. And I will activate it right away. So now Haman cannot be destroyed by your card effects or be targeted by them. Now, how many off the top?
3, please.
And then I'll also use Fallen Sanctuary's other ability. Since I control at least one Sacred Beast, I can draw 2 new cards. Not too excited about that back row. So for now, I'll simply set 2 cards and end my turn.
All right. Draw. You'll work. I think.
Well, for now, during your standby phase, I'll activate the Statue of Anguish pattern, which will summon itself as a trap monster with 2200 defense.
Now that's not all it can do. What does the Anguish pattern do?
Every time another trap monster gets summoned, I get to target one of your cards to destroy it.
Huh. Okay. I don't love that, but I've seen worse. All right. I summon out my Speedroid Double Yo-Yo in defense mode. Now my Double Yo-Yo's got a little bit of double trouble. When it's summoned, I can call back 1 level 3 below Speedroid monster from my graveyard. So I'll attempt to bring back my Speedroid Takatomborg.
Not so fast. I'll be activating my Silhouette Hat Trick, which will target your double yo to negate its effects and summon itself as well.
You know what? That's fine. I activate the trap card. Back to the front. With back to the front, I'll bring back Takatomborg in defense mode. Now, I activate Takatomborg's special ability. One more time. By attributing this card from my field, I can summon a Speedroid tuner from my deck. Now here's a monster that might have you seeing red. I call out Speedroid Red-Eye Dice. Now my Red-Eye Dice's special ability activates. It allows me to target one other Speedroid monster on my side of the field and change its level from anywhere between level 1 and 6. So I think we're going to level down Double Yo-Yo to be level 2. So, how many?
2.
All right. So let's get to it and roll then. I tune. my level 1 red-eye dice, and my level 2 double yo-yo. And put your hands up. This is a stick-up. I synchro summon the high-speederoid cork shooter. Now my cork shooter special ability activates. Since all the monsters I used for its synchro summon were speedroid monsters, I get to call them back out from my graveyard. Let's give a round of applause one more time to Red Eye Dice and Double Yo-Yo. Now my Double Yo-Yo special abilities are not once per turn. So one more time, we'll target Double Yo-Yo and change Yo-Yo's level from 4 now to 6. So let's give it one more shot. I tune. Level 1, Red Eye Dice. Level 4, no, 6. I remember, Double Yo-Yo. I synchro summon the Wind Pegasus Adagnister. Now, I activate Wind Pegasus Adagnister's special ability. Allow me to target one speller, or not target, destroy one speller trap on your side of the field. So I'll bid goodbye to Fallen Paradise. Now, I tune my level 3 Synchro Tuner Monster, High Speederoid Cork Shooter, with my level 7 Wind Pegasus Adagnister. Time to hit the gas and feel the wind in your hair. Let's go Excel Synchro Summon! Stardust Warrior! All right. And I think one more time for good measure, I'll activate Winter Bell's special ability. Once again, targeting the Wind Witch monster I have in my graveyard, which is Freeze Bell. I'll burn you for its level times 200. Let's freeze you out for another level of 6. Now, what are the active stats of your two trap monsters there?
2200 defense and 1500 attack. So my attack can't be destroyed by battle.
But it can't be destroyed by battle. No, but it is a good target. It's a good meat shield. Let's get to it. Charge Warrior! Not charge. Stardust Warrior. Attack. Not Anguish Pattern. Silo Hat Trick.
How
That'll
much
be a total of
attack?
1500.
All right then.
Now you said the other one had 2200, yes?
Yep.
Got it. Winter Bell! Attack the other trap monster! Blizzard Bash!
Very well. Silhouette. I mean, not silhouette. The angel statue's gone. Not angel statues. Anguish pattern. There you go.
We're getting too many trap monsters. Too many names to keep straight. But with that, I end my turn.
All right. I'll draw. Not exactly the best situation. What does your monster do there exactly?
Stardust Warrior can negate any special summon you do by attributing this card to the end of my turn. Then I can special summon it back from my graveyard.
Hmm. I am going to do. It's any special summon or it has to be an inherit summon?
I believe it has to be an inherent summon. Uh, if your opponent would special summon a monster or monsters,
Okay,
you can
got
tribute
it.
this card. I believe that needs to be inherent.
Alright, got it. Got it. Hmm. There's no longer attack, but that's quite the issue now. Hmm. You know what? Go big or go home. I'll do something a bit crazy by trading my Haman and Silhouette hat trick. I get to summon the Phantasmal Summoning Beast. Next, I'll use the ability, which allows me to add your level 10 Pyro, Thunder, or Fiend to my from my deck to my hand, and I get to special summon.
Okay.
So I'll go ahead and add Uriah, and might as well just go ahead and summon it. And how many off the top?
That'll be 4, please.
All right. Hmm. What's your name? I could go for you. That is an option. I don't think that's really the best option at the moment. So I'll then activate my Dimension Fusion Destruction. Since Uriah is on field, you can't negate it. Which and
Oh,
and this thing allows me to do this by banishing fusion materials from my hand, field, and or grave. I get to fusion summon a phantasmal monster. So Uriah, Raviel, and Haman are gone. Hmm. So say hello to Armatile, the Chaos Phantasm of Phantom Fury. And I think I'll be nice and give you a little gift and give you my fusion.
uh,
That is its
okay.
effect. And I will then proceed to end phase where now my fusion will be banishing all of your other cards on field.
Every card on field.
Yep. And I get to summon a different phantasm from my grave. The only though you do keep the fusion.
Oh, if it banishes every card I have, wouldn't that banish the fusion as well?
I think it's the other, right? Oh wait, no. Yeah, no, you're right. It is the fusion. It doesn't say other. My bad.
And then just double check that's every card on my field, even my set card.
Yep.
Well, damn. That was half one break you got rid of. But I'm not out of the race just yet.
But not the
Because then
fight's not
Stardust Warrior left.
done. Because I now get to summon my Armatile, the Chaos Phantasm in defense.
I also get to summon a monster from my extra deck. Because Stardust Warrior left the field by your card. Wait, was it? Oh, maybe I don't actually.
Because technically it was your card when the fight triggered.
Oh, no, I don't. I hate that. Okay, well, shrug. Draw! Do you have any other set cards on your side of the field?
Nope, just armor style, which
All
can be
right.
destroyed by battle.
Perfect. I activate the spell card, Speed Recovery. This card calls back one Speedroid monster from my graveyard. So I think we'll have a little bit more double trouble with double yo-yo. Then I'll normal summon my Speedroid Den Den Daiko Duke. Time for the true favorite monster in this deck, iTune. Level 3 Den Den Daiko Duke with level 4 double yo-yo. Time to roll back the hands of time and look towards the future. I synchro summon Cyber's Quantum Dragon.
Boy, that's not good.
So let's get to it then. Enter battle, Cyber's Quantum Dragon. Attack, Armatile. At the start of the damage step, Cyber's Quantum Dragon's effect activates. We're going to bounce Armatile back into your action deck and allow Quantum Dragon one more attack. Quantum Dragon, attack for 2,500. Time rewind. But with that, I end my turn.
All right, and I draw. I don't have anything. I'll simply have to pass my turn.
Draw. All right, Cyber's Quantum Dragon. Let's wave that checkered flag. End this round. Cyber Stream.
Ugh. Evan?
Oh, that's game. Game one going to Charlie and the Speedroids. Charlie only has to win with two more decks, Stardust and Math Heroes, while Wild still has to win with all three of his. But Wild, you lost, meaning you get to choose who goes first or second.
I think once again I'll give Charlie the chance to go first.
Righty. Alrighty, Wild. How many up top?
4. And for me?
For you, I'm going to say 2.
All right.
Just in time. All right. Huh. You know what? You're not where I want you to be. That'll work. I activate the spell card Reinforcement of the Army. This card's going to add me one level 4 lower warrior monster from my deck to my hand. Oh, you're supposed to be in the extra. Whoopsie doodle. Did I forget anything else in the... Nope. I'm going to grab a familiar card, Junkmeister. So now, I'm going to go ahead and activate the effect of my Junkmeister by showing you a warrior or Stardust monster in my extra deck. Why not my Stardust Dragon? I get a special summon Junkmeister from my hand. And when Junkmeister is summoned to the field, I'm allowed to grab me one junk card from my deck to my hand. I'm going to go ahead and grab my junk armor to hand. And since I added junk armor to my hand, except by drawing it, I get to special summon junk armor to the field. Yeah, you know what? That's my best idea. I'm going to go ahead and activate the effect of my junk armor. I'll tribute junk armor to summon a Synchron or junk monster from my deck. So full steam ahead, I summon out Steam Synchron. Alrighty, how many off top?
3.
1, 2, and 3. Alright, I activate the field spell called Starlight Junction. I've yet to normal summon. So I might as well. I'll summon out Stardust Synchron in defense mode. When Stardust Synchron is summoned to my field, I get to grab me a spell or a trap so long as it mentions my buddy Stardust Dragon in its text. So I think I'm going to go ahead and grab the spell card called Stardust Illumination. And then I'm going to go ahead and activate Stardust Illumination to send one Stardust monster from my deck off to the graveyard. And I'm going to bid a very firm au revoir to the Stardust Trail. All right. One last time. How many off top?
2.
2. All right, with that, I'm going to go ahead and end my turn.
All right. I'll draw. You have no sets, correct?
I have no set spells and traps, just my field spell Starlight Junction.
Gotcha. So I'll start by using the effect of my elemental hero, a dusted gold, ditching it to add a dark fusion or a card that mentions it.
Sure.
So I'm gonna go ahead and add. Find it. My dark calling spell, and I'll use it right away by banishing a dusted gold, the grave, and elemental hero burst Dinistrix in my hand. I get to bring out the evil hero Darkest Night. And with its passive ability, your monster will be losing a total of 3,300.
Now with that, on the Summon the Darkest Night, I'm going to activate Stim Synchron special ability. This little synchron that could gives me the ability to, during your main phase, immediately synchro summon with this card. So I tune Level 3 Steam Synchron, Level 4 Junkmeister. Give this card the green light 'cause it's raring to go. I synchro summon Signal Warrior. Now, thanks to Starlight Junction, since I synchro summoned on your turn, I target Darkest Night and return Darkest Night back to your extra deck.
Fair enough. But that's not all, because I'll then be activating my Dark Contact by shuffling Burstinatrix and Hero Dusted Gold back to the deck. I get to bring out my evil hero, Infernal Wing Backfire. And on her summon, I get to search for a Dark Fusion or a card that mentions it. So this time, I'm going to be going for the evil hero, Toxic Bubble. Now, how many off the top?
3 is fine.
All right. What are the attacks and defenses?
Signal Warrior's got 2,400. Stardust Synchron has 1,000 defense.
All right, then. I'll then use Toxic Bubble's effect to special summon himself in the fence. And since I have Backfire on field, I get to draw 2 cards. I'll move straight into battle and have Backfire attack into your Stardust Synchron with 2,100.
Yeah.
And that's not all. Backfire's ability triggers since a hero destroys one of your monsters. You get burned for 2,100.
Fine then. I activate the effect in my hand of Crossroads Sonic Chick. Since you sent a tuner monster from my field to the graveyard, I get to call this card out from my hand in defense mode.
Alright. And I'll end my turn with by setting 3 cards. Your move.
Draw. All right. No time like the present. I activate the effect of Stardust Synchron from my graveyard. See, by releasing Crossroads Sonic Chick, who now must be banished from this duel, I get to revive Stardust Synchron from my graveyard. Now, 2 effects to go off here. First, my Stardust Synchron grabs me a spell trap that mentions Stardust Dragon. Secondly would be my Stardust Trail. Since attributed a monster, I can just summon this card from my graveyard as well.
In a chain 3, I'll activate the Forbidden Droplet, sending Toxic Bubble to the grave to negate the effects of your Stardust Synchron.
That's fine. There's still 2 more set cards to worry about. But I can't be deterred. All right. Oh, during the standby phase, Signal Warrior places a signal counter on each face-up card on itself in each card in the field zone. Then I can remove either 4, 7, or 10 counters to activate 1 of 3 effects. But I don't have enough counters right now. Okay, so how am I getting out of this? Great question. Tonight at 10. Well, you know what? Risk it for thy biscuit. I tune! Level 4 Stardust Synchron! With level 4 Stardust Trail! Both my monsters are now banished from this duel. In order to synchro summon my level 8, from these 2 shall come one being of pure cosmic power. Take flight! Stardust Dragon! Now I activate the spell card called Majestic Absorption. I'll target my Stardust Dragon, and I can activate 1 of these 3 effects. I can either equip a face-up monster my opponent controls to this monster. My monster gets to attack you directly this turn, or this turn, if my monster destroys your monster by battle, I burn you for the attack points. Now, as much as I would love to be petty like that, I'm going to go ahead and eat your Infernal Wing Backfire. I'm going to go ahead and set 1 more card face down. And with that, I'll end my turn.
All right, then. I'll draw. Not what I needed. Sorry, wait. Damn. I would just have to end my turn.
Draw! Oh, shoot, I'm a bot. Oh, well. Oh, well. You have 2 set cards, yeah?
Yep.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and activate my face down card called Shooting Star. Since I control a Stardust monster, I'll target that set card you have right in the middle and destroy it.
That was my Soul Union.
All right. Oh. So I should have 4 more counters. Because it adds a counter each standby phase. So I believe I now have a total of 2, 4, 6 counters. Woo! And so long as my Signal Warrior has a signal counter on it, it cannot be destroyed by battle or your card effects. Let's give it a shot. Enter battle. Signal Warrior. Attack for 24. Signal Smash.
Not so fast, though. Attack Liquidation Hawk. Stormy Mirror Force. Returning all your monsters back to the hand.
All right, see out my Signal Warrior. I switched my Stardust. Oh, I didn't say that. I switched Stardust into defense mode.
Okay.
With that, I end my turn.
All right. I'll draw. Well, not the way I wanted to do this, but I mean, it works. It works. What is the defense of your Stardust?
2,000.
All right. Then I'll activate my polymerization, fusing Elemental Hero or Honest Neos with my 10 Goldfish in order to summon Elemental Hero Absolute Zero.
Oh,
Now I'll just move straight into the battle phase. Absolute Zero will attack into Stardust Dragon with 2,500. And with that, I'll end my turn.
I draw. Ooh, just in the nick of time. Maybe. Possibly. Um. Not a lot I can do about that. All right, I summon out the tuner monster, Junk Synchron. When Junk Synchron summoned to the field, I get to call up one level 2 or lower monster from my graveyard by negating its special abilities. So I'll call out Junk Armor. All right, I tune my level 3 Junk Synchron with level 2 Junk Armor. I Synchro summon Junk Warrior. Who tis not strong enough to beat over Absolute Zero. That's gonna have to do with that. I end my turn.
All right. I'll draw. And I'll just simply go straight up battle and have Absolute Zero attack into Junk Warrior.
Yeah.
I'll throw down face down and end my turn.
Draw. Never thought I'd be happier to see you in my life. I activate the spell card. Return from the not return. Burial from a different dimension. This card lets you take up to 3 banished monsters and return them back to my graveyard. So I think I'll be returning to my graveyard. Stardust Synchron, Stardust Trail, and Crossroad Sonic Chick. Next, I summon out Baby Mud Dragon. Now with that, I'm going to go ahead and activate the effect in my graveyard of Stardust Synchron once again. By tributing Baby Mud Dragon from my field, I get to revive Stardust Synchron from my graveyard. Now, you stopped me the first time. Let's see if I can do it again. First effect's going to be Stardust Synchron to add me a spell or trap that mentions Stardust Dragon. 2 is going to be my Stardust Trail.
Go ahead.
Wait a minute. I have an idea.
Hmm?
3 is going to be my Crossroads Sonic Chick. Since the tuner monster left my field, I get to revive Crossroads Sonic Chick from my graveyard once again. Now, the card I think I'm going to grab I know what to do. A spell trap. Ooh, okay, but I have to make that choice now. Gonna have to be. It's gonna have to be. I feel it in my bones. I grab the continuous spell, Arrive in Light. Alrighty. How many up top?
2.
1 and 2. Oh wait, why did I ask that? I'm going right back into it anyway. I activate the continuous spell, Arrive in Light. When Arrive in Light's activated, I get to take one level 1 dragon from my hand or my deck and put it at the top of my deck. And it was one of the 2 cards that I put to the bottom of my deck. Converging Will's Dragon. Yeah, I think that math still maths. I hope. I tune. Level 4, Stardust Synchron. With level 4, Stardust Trail. I Synchro Summon the Excel Synchro Stardust Dragon in defense mode. Now, Chainlink 1's going to be Arrive in Light. Chainlink 2 will be my Stardust Trail. Chainlink 3 is going to be my Excel Synchro Stardust Dragon. Excel Synchro Stardust Dragon allows me to bring back one level 2 or lower tuner monster from my graveyard, such as my Baby Mud Dragon. Stardust Trail, since I Synchro Summon a Stardust monster, calls out one Stardust token in defense mode. And finally, Arrive in Light's effect draws me one new card. Now, by showing you my Converging Wolves Dragon, I get to summon it to my field. However, I don't get to summon one level 1 dragon from my deck. I'm all out of spaces. Okay. Let's rock. I tune. Level 1, Baby Mud Dragon. With my level 1 Crossroads Sonic Chick. To show you a monster who knows no limits, bound purely by the need for speed. I Synchro Summon Formula Synchron. Now, thanks to Formula Synchron special ability, I get to draw a new card from my deck. Ooh. That's interesting. How many cards are exactly on your field right now?
So,
Two. I can work with two. All right, I tune the level 2 Synchro Tuner Formula Synchron with my level 8 Excel Synchro Stardust Dragon. I Synchro Summon the level 10 Satellite Warrior. Now, when my Satellite Warrior is summoned out to the field, I'm allowed to target and destroy cards on your side of the field up to the number of Synchro monsters I have sleeping in the graveyard. I've got 4. So Absolute Zero and your set card are destroyed.
sure. But you just trigger Absolute Zero's effect, destroying all your monsters.
That's perfectly fine by me. Now Satellite Warrior's effect activates. Since this Synchro Summon card was destroyed, I get to revive up to 3, level 8 or below, Stardust Warrior or Synchron monsters I had sleeping in the graveyard. So I think I'm going to go ahead and call out these 3. First, return Stardust Dragon. Next, Junk Warrior. And third, and finally not least, Formula Synchron. Okay. Let's get to it. Enter battle. Junk Warrior. Attack directly for 2,300. Scrap Fix.
Oh.
Stardust Dragon. Attack for 25. Cosmic Flare.
Oh.
And with that, I end my turn.
All right, then I draw. And just where I need it, because I'll be normal selling Elemental Hero Blaze Fan, and I'll use Effective Foolish.
Okay.
Now, I'll be sending. If I can find it. The Elemental Hero Shadow Mist, and with Shadow Mist being sent to the grave, I get to add a hero.
Uh-huh.
Like, can these really help? Right? Doesn't exactly matter what I add, does it? So we'll go ahead and hmm. The Elemental Hero Sparkman.
Okay.
Wait, right? Do I go for Sparkman? Hmm. It's either Sparkman or oh no, I have something even more better. Yeah, that's even more better. Instead, I'll actually be adding the Evil Hero Miniature's Edge.
Okay.
Now, how many off top?
4. What are you planning?
Make sure your material, I have the right materials for you. No, I don't. So I'm going to go for the other one. I'll activate my Dark Fusion now. Now,
Mm-hmm.
by fusing, well, now Shadow Mist with Malicious Edge, I get to bring back a hero you sent back to the extra deck earlier. Yo, Hero Darkest Night. And your monsters will not be losing a total of. I believe you also copy the attack, right? Yeah, you also copy the attack. 3,600.
Yo.
Moving straight into battle. Darkest Night will attack into Drunk Warrior for 1,600.
At the end of your main phase, I'm going to go ahead and activate Formula Synchron's effect. One more time, I get to Synchro Summon on your turn. So I tune Level 2 Formula Synchron with Level 8 Stardust Dragon.
Strange.
Now watch as the host of all dual monsters rise to new heights, transformed by the winds of destiny. I Synchro Summon Level 10 Shooting Star Dragon. Since a Synchro monster was special summoned, I'm going to use a Riven Light's effect to draw a new card from my deck. And I can't use Starlight Junction's effect because I can't target Darkest Night. Yeah. Oof.
Yep.
All right, you are free to continue on.
So now, of course, once again, Darkest Night go into his Drunk Warrior for 1,600. I believe your shooting is in defense, correct?
Shooting Star Dragon is in defense mode with 2,500.
Damn. Can't go over that. So I will have to end my turn.
All right, I draw. Oh, Signal Warrior, you saved my hide again. I activate the continuous spell on your mark, get set, duel. Now, I'm going to activate the effect of on your mark, get set, duel. The other effect, I should say, by removing 2 signal counters from my side of the field, both of which are on my field spell, and sending on your mark, get set, duel to the grave. I'll draw 2 cards, then discard 1. That's gonna have to work. All right, I summon out Goblinberg in attack mode. When Goblinberg is summoned out to the field, I get to summon 1 level 4 lower monster from my hand and then switch Goblinberg to defense mode. So thanks. Welcome to Crash the Party, Satellite Synchron. Now, I'm going to activate Satellite Synchron's special ability. Since I have a monster, a Synchro monster with Warrior, Synchron, or Stardust either on my field or in the graveyard, I can change Satellite Synchron's level from 2 to 4. So now I tune my level 4 Satellite Synchron with my level 4 Goblinberg. I Synchro Summon the Ancient Fairy Life Dragon. Now, thanks to Ancient Fairy Life Dragon and Arrival Light effects, I get to draw 1 card from each. All right. Let's battle! Ancient Fairy Life Dragon! With your 3,300 defense points, attack Darkest Night!
Darkness of Night is gone, but his ability triggers to allow me to bring rise to the elemental hero. Oh, Absolute Zero once again.
Doesn't Absolute Zero need to be fusion summon? Oh, I don't think that ignores summoning condition. It doesn't Absolute Zero
Yeah,
need to be fusion summoned?
yep. I know. Damn. What can I even bring out then? Nothing much real. You know what? Let's just bring out Elemental Hero Shadow Mist.
Hmm. You know what? That is going to be fine by me. I'm going to enter main phase 2 and switch my Shooting Star Dragon into attack mode. Then I'll set 2 cards face down, and end my turn.
I draw. Hmm. You know what? Let's try it. I'll activate my Hero Mask, targeting my Shadow Mist. Now, by sending Elemental Hero from my deck to the grave, it'll take on the name of whatever I sent. So, I'll be sending. How much I can send? We'll just simply go ahead and send Solid Soldier. Can't do much after that, so I will simply have to end my turn. Have me off top.
4.
All right, your move.
I draw! Alright. A Shadow Mist and no back row.
Yep.
Noted. Okay. No, I'm not going to. Enter battle! Ancient Fairy Life Dragon! Attack for 3,300!
Shadow Mist is gone, but I do get now to search. Adding Elemental Hero Stratos.
What are current life points? I think I lost track of the tempo here.
I'm at 15 while you're at 3K. Oh, no, not 3K, 38.
Gotcha. Let's go! Shooting Star Dragon! End this round! Star Slam!
And Charlie takes game 2 with Stardust, leaving him with just one more deck for the potential final game. And Wild, you again get to
Alright.
choose.
Oh, what? Oh, I think Charlie can continue on going first.
Alright.
All right, then. How many off the top?
I'm going to say 6.
I'll say take the bottom 5 to the top.
Alrighty. 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, that's my hand. And that goes here. Look. All right. I summon out the elemental hero Burstinatrix. I'll set 1 card face down and end my turn.
All right, I'll draw. I start by activating the MST on that set. Destroy it.
Ah, that was Soul Union.
Next, summon my own elemental hero Burstinatrix.
Okay.
And I'll set 3 cards, ending my turn.
Oh, what? You don't want to do Burstinatrix on Burstinatrix action? I'm kidding. I draw. All right. Is your Burstinatrix in attack mode or defense mode?
Attack.
In attack. Those are 3 set cards, and I don't like any single one of them. I summon out Elemental Hero Clayman in defense mode. All right, let's get to it. Burstinatrix! Attack Wild's Burstinatrix! First return!
Not so fast. I'll activate Forbidden Lance, reducing your Burstinatrix by 800 attack.
All right, then. I didn't want to have to use it now, but I'm game. During damage calculation, I'll activate the effect of Elemental Hero Honest Neos.
Wait. Take it.
So that'll be 3,100. I'll go ahead and set 1 card face down and end my turn. And that should return Burstinatrix back to 1,200.
All right, and I'll draw. That really is not good. I'll set 1 card and end my turn.
I draw. Ooh. It'll work. I hope. I activate the spell card. Polymerization. With polymerization, I'll be fusing my Elemental Hero Liquid Soldier and Elemental Hero Clayman. In order to fusion summon my Elemental Hero Sunriser. Now, chains go backwards. Liquid Soldier's effect will be Chain Link 1. Allow me to draw 2 cards, then discard 1. Sunrise is going to add me the spell card Miracle Fusion from my deck to my hand.
And as Chaining 3, I'll use the Forbidden Droplet, sending Elemental Hero Neos to the grave to negate your Sunrise.
All right. So I draw 2 cards and discard 1 from my hand. I'll discard Elemental Hero Neos. And that negates Sunrise's ability to the end of this turn, or is that permanently?
Until end of turn, and also has this attack.
Hmm. Okay. And how many more sets do you have?
2 more.
2 more. Hey, okay. You know what? I think I'll be smart. I end my turn.
All right, and I'll draw just what I needed. I'll normal summon the elemental hero Sparkman. Next, I'll activate my Soul Union trap, targeting Sparkman to increase his level rolled by Neos. And since I have a normal in my grave, I'm not perform fusion summon by banishing the materials. So by banishing elemental hero Neos and burst tricks from the grave, I have quite a few options. Hmm. What exactly is the effect of sunrise?
Gains or all my monsters gain 200 attack for each different attribute I have, and if an attack is declared involving another hero monster I have, I can target one card on your field and destroy it.
Hmm. We'll simply go. Yeah, we'll just go for this one. The elemental hero, the Shining, which gains 300 attack for each of my banished elemental heroes.
Not so fast! I activate the trap card called Lustwind.
I don't think so.
I'll
'Cause I'll
target the
activate the
Shining
counter
and negate
trap.
the Shining's effect.
Not so fast. I'll activate the counter trap Dark Bribe. Give me a draw.
I'll draw a card. Okay.
Now I'll move to battle and have my elemental hero, the Shining, with 3200 attack into Sunrise. And Sparkman with 4200 will attack into Burst Tricks. And I'll end my turn from there.
I draw! And honestly, I should thank you. You should have just kept Dark Bribe in your hand. Because I'm going to use the effect in my hand of Evil Hero Adjusted Gold.
Well, that's not good.
I'll send Adjusted Gold from my hand to the graveyard to add Dark Fusion or a card that mentions it. I think I'll grab my spell card, Dark Calling. Alrighty. How many up top?
3.
1, 2, 3. And do you have any more set cards or no?
Nope.
How many cards in hand?
0.
Glorious! I activate the spell card, Dark Calling. Now, I'm going to steal a page from your book. See, by banishing from my graveyard Evil Hero Adjusted Gold and Elemental Hero Neos, I'm allowed to summon from the shadows of the heart my own Evil Hero Darkest Night. Now, thanks to my Darkest Night's passive ability, your monsters will lose attack points equal to the combined attack points of the materials that I used. A whole whopping 4,600. Next, I summon the Elemental Hero Wildheart. So let's battle! Darkest Night! Attack! Elemental Hero the Shining! Sight!
It's fine, but I get to use the effect adding back Neos and Burst Penetrates.
Sounds fine to me. Darkest Night still gets to attack you again. Darkest Night! Attack! Sparkman! Now! Elemental Hero Wildheart! For 1500! Cyclone Boomerang! With that, I'll set one card face down in my main phase 2 and end my turn there.
Alright, then I'll draw. That's not really helpful. I'll normal summon Solid Soldier in the defense and use its effect to then also special summon Burst Penetrix. And I'll end my turn.
Raw! Alright. Let's get to it! Wildheart! Wait, actually, how many defense points does Solid Soldier have?
I love it.
11. Works for me. Wildheart! Attack Solid Soldier! Cyclone Boomerang! Now, Darkest Night! Attack for Stenatrix! Death Sight! Darkest Night! Attack number 2! For 1600!
That's a game.
Woohoo!
And Charlie takes the 3-0 sweep, meaning he wins this conquest duel. Charlie, how are you feeling after that?
You know, Darkest Night has always been a habitual pain in my side. So whenever I see Darkest Night on my opponent's field, it's like that's like public enemy number 1. Get that guy out of here. But Wildpro, you did fantastically well, and I'm going to speak for purely myself here. I cannot wait for the day I get to see you in the Dueltainer Cup.
And Wild, any words for Charlie?
Just say it's like had a lot of fun and like just like thank you for the duels and also like thank you for the comment. Hope I can see you again.
Anytime.
And with that, thank you all for watching. Just as a reminder, this was for Dueltainer Network format. As stated before, Wildpro will have the website in the description if you are interested in learning about the format.